Anti-Asian racism has just been, omnipresent, just bubbling under the surface.
I remember people calling our house and anonymously yelling on the phone, "Go back to China," and would hang up. I could see the fear and the confusion on my parents' faces. We know our Asian immigrant workers, our parents, have been on the front lines.
I've heard this several times in my lifetime, directed at my mom, but telling her to go back to the jungle she came from. I've personally witnessed a lot of aggression towards Asian people, especially Asian elders, when I've been out this past year.
And so when we think about the 6 women who were killed at their workplace in Georgia, you can understand that this is in the context of Asian immigrant workers being among the most vulnerable to interpersonal violence.
This kind of violence that happens against people of color and immigrants just feels so matter of fact to them. It's something that is scary to them. They're like, okay, well, that happened, but I still need to work.
These tensions have happened well before Trump, right? Since the 1800s, we've always been a part of that racist tradition in otherizing Asian American communities as the perpetual foreigners. What the pandemic did was it just exacerbated and set the disparity on fire. We have to tend to what our communities need right now, immediately. More victim and survivor support, more culturally responsive and bilingual mental health support.
Our hope is that we can protect our communities and one another without calling the cops or relying on this carceral system.
People, when they call the police, not only are they not getting the services that they need, but when we call the police, there is detrimental harm to communities, particularly Black communities of color, that is being done.
We've been working with folks on how we can construct a robust infrastructure for community defense outside of the non-carceral system, and that's been really exciting to see like all the aunties and uncles come together just to try to figure out how we can protect our communities without calling the police, how we can like rectify harm, and that's all been really exciting.
The third prong is in our cross-racial healing and solidarity work, which is piloting a curriculum and a restorative justice capacity building project to create racial justice healing spaces between Black and Asian communities.
You really have to think deeply about what it means to be like not just good allies, but like conspirators against white supremacy with other communities.
What all of us want and what all of the communities I'm a part of want is real safety and real resourcing of our people so that we don't have to constantly fight or we don't have to constantly respond to one violence after another.